win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up. Yes. He made it. Yes. Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Don't call it a comeback.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Yeah, good crowd.
Yeah.
Wanted this place back.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, along with the Dean Dennis Semrau. My name's Jesse Nelson, and it's a good old-fashioned crosstown rivalry tonight as the Sun Prairie West Wolves, the champions of the Big 8 Conference in the regular season, host the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Dennis, the brackets are set. We already know what's at stake for the postseason. We already know that Sun Prairie West has wrapped up a conference title for the regular season. These teams are 1-2 in the Big 8. It's rivalry time for all the bragging rights tonight.
Yeah, it is, and as a 3 and 6 seed, if they win their first game, they could be back at it. So if Sun Prairie West were to win, they'd sweep the series 2-0. If East wins, that could be best 2 out of 3, which this place would be rocking.
It's already rocking tonight, nearly a full house. You can't see it on the YouTube channel, but right behind us here, the student sections for both schools making the short trip across town, piling in. Of course, the parents on the other side of the floor here. You see the blue, you see the red. This is going to be an awesome atmosphere for a rivalry that's only in its second year of existence, Dennis. This is a great 1-2 finish for these teams.
You had the
this
shortest
season.
trip, right?
2 minutes.
Throw away from
2
here.
minutes. I got a home game today.
Well, you're West, and I started my radio career here in the 80s covering Sun Prairie when it was one high school, the Cardinals. So I've only known Cardinals. Now it's Wolves.
I forgot we got to get the Howls in at some point here. Speaking of howling, Chris Davis Jr., a junior for Sun Prairie West, averaging 41 points a game, one of the most prolific scorers in the state this year, Dennis. He's going to be on full display tonight.
Yeah, it was the Chris Davis show. We saw him at Verona, and he can just take over a game. Just scores at all 3 levels. Working on his defense a little bit. This is going to be a really big year. He's going to be playing high level this spring. And coaches, college coaches want to see him playing with other really good players, find out what level he's going to be at. But a lot of great juniors in this area, and he's one of the top shooters.
It was 76-73 when these two teams met on February 6th. We'll see if we get a tight game just like that again here tonight. Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West. The countdown to the opening tip continues next on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business, providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Brodhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
UW Credit Union presents the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, this is Dennis Semrau from Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania here on 100.5 ESPN. We're very excited to partner with UW Credit Union to help bring you even closer to the stories of great young student athletes. Each week, as part of this season of PrepMania, will feature the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. UW Credit Union is proud to support local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. And just like the fantastic student athletes we'll be telling you about all season, UW Credit Union's online banking also goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. UW Credit Union is here for you, presenting the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, counting down to the opening tip at Sun Prairie West High School as the West Wolves get set to host their crosstown rival, the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Along with the Dean Dennis Semrau, my name's Jesse Nelson. The Sun Prairie East Cardinals entering tonight's game with a 15-8 overall record, 12-5 in Big 8 conference play. That is good for second place in the conference, trailing only Sun Prairie West with a 17-4 overall record on the season, 15-2 in Big 8 conference play. They are in first place. The Sun Prairie East Cardinals began the season 6-1, lost 4 of 5 games from December 29th to January 11th, but they have hit their stride, and they've been in some tight games the last few weeks. The last 5 games for Sun Prairie East have all been decided by 4 points or fewer. The Cardinals are 2-3 in those games. Meanwhile, Sun Prairie West, 2 of their 4 losses this season have come in 2 of their last 4 games, to Madison West and to Marquette after starting the season 6-0. The West Wolves had a season-high 8-game winning streak from January 6th until it was snapped on February 6th. Let's bring in the Dean Dennis Semrau as we now get to our Canopy Wealth Management game plan.
This is the PrepMania Game Plan, presented by Canopy Wealth Management. Plan for your future with Canopy Wealth Management. Visit canopy-wealth.com.
All right, Dennis, let's check the game plan for the Cardinals on the road. They fell by 3 in the first game between these two teams this year.
Well,
what do they have to do?
Number 1 on the list is ball security. They had 17 turnovers the first game against the Wolves, and their season average is 13. Wanted under 13 tonight. Number 2, rebounding. Need to control 55% of the boards. And just talked to Coach Selter. He said if they lose, it's not going to be about Chris Davis. It's going to be Ackley killing them on the boards. He did the first time around. And number 3, and well, it was 40-28 too. You can see that 12 rebound edge. Control your emotions. It's senior night for both teams. Got a lot of seniors. Packed house, rivalry game. Play your game.
How about the Sun Prairie West Wolves trying to defend the home court tonight? Already crowned Big 8 conference champions for the regular season. What's their game plan to victory here this evening?
You've got 4 starters for Sun Prairie East that shoot 37% or better from beyond the arc. So number 1 is defend the three-point line. Number 2 is execute their offense in the half court. We know Sun Prairie West loves to run, and they've scored over 100 points 3 times, but it's when they have to settle in the half court to be good. And win the rebounding battle, limit the second shots. And as we saw, Wambach and Ackley just had their way inside the first time around.
Sun Prairie West averages 89 points a game. 41 of those belong to Chris Davis Jr., the sensational junior guard for the West Wolves. He's just been a scoring machine all season long.
He's hit 2 milestones. He had 61 points this year, but he had his 1,000th point in the calendar year 2023. He's already at 1,500, 1,545 right now. I don't think he's going to get 2,000 this year. I don't think he'll have that long a playoff run. But there's a potential 2,000-point scorer next year.
Don't count them out. They do allow 80 points a game, though, defensively, West. They will give up some points. And so for Sun Prairie East, how do they capitalize knowing that West is susceptible to giving up, 80 a game?
Hustle on defense. We're going to find out who wants it a little bit more, getting their butts back on D. And this is where the blue-collar guys come to work. We got a lot of good players, a lot of good shooters out here. When we saw Verona and Sun Prairie West, Tyler Haney came out on fire. 3 threes early, and he was, I think, the difference maker in that game against Verona. But I'll tell you, I should have brought my calculator. It's not working on my phone. I got to fix it because I'll need one to figure out the box score after this one tonight.
I got you covered, partner. Hey, let's talk about this rivalry for a second as we count down to the national anthem and then, of course, the opening tip, Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West. Second year that these are two different schools. It was just Sun Prairie High School up until 2022. Many of the seniors on senior night here at Sun Prairie West know each other from Sun Prairie East and West. What does it mean for this rivalry? Because we had the girls' version of this game a few weeks ago over at East, and that one we were saying, not really a rivalry. This one, they're saying it is.
Ian Ackley was one of our UW Credit Union student athletes profile in the fall. His 4 best friends are still at East. And you look at, he's here with Brady Rhodes, quarterback for the football team. Those 2 guys, you look at this lineup for Sun Prairie West. Wambach, Haney, and Ackley all could be starting for Sun Prairie East if they were there. What kind of team would that have? We saw Sun Prairie, when they were one school, go to state a couple of times. But when you split them up, a little bit more difficult. But Sun Prairie's got a lot of athletes out here.
We'll pause for the national anthem. When we come back, Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West, the penultimate game of the boys basketball regular season on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we commit to full transparency in everything we do. Because we're a fiduciary, we strive for the highest industry standards and on our ethical duty to put your best interests first. Our balanced approach helps guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape, creating a personalized wealth management experience. Care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Sun Prairie East and Sun Prairie West boys basketball here on this beautiful Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. The starting lineups for our 2 teams tonight being introduced. Sun Prairie East, as you see in their road black uniform, starting at guard, a senior, Javion Lipjohn. A forward, a junior, Max Raymer. A guard, senior Gavin Van Wee. Guard, junior Max Glusick. And at guard number 14, a junior, Tristan Fry. Steve Messelter is the head coach of the Sun Prairie East Cardinals in his 2nd season. Meanwhile, for the Sun Prairie West Wolves, a special starting lineup tonight. Not the usual starters because it is senior night. Isaac Dennis is the head coach, the interim head coach of Sun Prairie West, taking over for Chris Davis, who was removed earlier this year. Meanwhile, the starters for Sun Prairie West, senior at guard number 12, Gus Swingen. Senior wing number 24, Isaac Asaba. Senior guard number 30, Parker Mosley. senior center, number 31, Abrima Sanyang, and senior guard, number 22, DeVale Washington, I should say. DeVale Washington. Dennis, those are all seniors getting the starting nod for interim coach Isaac Dennis here this evening at Sun Prairie West.
Yeah, they have 9 seniors on the team. It came down to they have 6 that haven't started a game. 5 have, and there'll be 1 more that'll be coming in afterwards. I'll tell you, this is a pretty emotional night to get a chance. I was just at Mount Horeb last week, and Todd Nessheim did the same thing, started 5 seniors for the Vikings. A lot of respect for kids who have been in the program for 4 years, have left their blood and sweat and tears on the court, and to be honored and have their moments is incredible.
Sun Prairie West in their home white uniforms, Wolves in blue cursive across the front with the faded baby blue numbers. Here we go at Sun Prairie West High School, East-West, a good old-fashioned rivalry on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Packed house here in the gym at Sun Prairie West High School in its second year of existence. And this
Tuesday night, think of it.
As good as it gets. Number 1 and number 2 in the Big 8 Conference, and we are underway. The opening tip controlled by Sun Prairie West. Working left to right as you see it with us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Shout out to our video producer, Hunter Vaughn. It's his senior night, too. Getting the start on the camera for us here along with Dennis Semrau. Along with Jesse Nelson, I'm Jesse Nelson. He's the Dean, Dennis Semrau. 3-point shot from beyond the arc is no good and collected by Sun Prairie West. Lithjohn hauls it in, and that's how this game gets started. Now a retaliation 3-point shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Back-to-back threes missed on either end. Sun Prairie West has it. 40 seconds in. The West Wolves averaging 89 points a game offensively. Again, this is not the usual starting crew. Yeah. 3-point shot is good for Parker Mosley, the senior. Mosley drains it from beyond the arc. And that's an awesome moment, Dennis, when you see all these starters getting their starts for the first time this year, seniors on senior night against the crosstown rival, and he hits a 3 in the opening minute.
A little fadeaway jumper there. He's going to remember that shot the rest of his life.
Mosley with the first points of the game for the Wolves, leading 3-0 just over 1 minute in. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Sun Prairie East does have its traditional starters in the game here tonight, so let's see how the Cardinals are able to respond after that first made 3. Driving on the baseline, Tristan Fry. And it'll stay with Sun Prairie East as our first foul of the game is called on the Wolves. So here's Lithjohn doing the inbounding. And a shot from the left baseline is no good. Offensive board put back is in for Gavin Van Wee. A senior trying to spoil senior night on the road for Sun Prairie East. It's 3-2, West on top by 1. 16-15 to go in the opening half. Now driving inside. Washington lost control of it, but Abrima Sanyang is able to get 2 back on the loose ball. 5-2. Sun Prairie West in front. And a good eruption from the crowd cheering on Sanyang.
Riding the emotion there.
Driving in with the right hand, nothing doing for DeVale Washington, and a rebound to Sun Prairie East coming the other way. While the bracket is already out and these teams know that the conference title is squared away, there's really nothing more to be played for as far as the postseason is considered, Dennis. But this rivalry, this packed-in gym, I mean, it's starting to get to standing room only territory here at Sun Prairie West. I mean, there's a lot on the line here tonight. Don't get us wrong. This game is not a glorified preseason by any means.
No, this is the kind of game you like to have coming into the tournament, because you don't want to have a couple games you're going to win by 30 or 40 points, kind of take the foot off the pedal. You want to be focused, playing at your best and being tested, because once you hit playoffs, it's one and done time. You better be ready or you're done.
So once again, want to shout out as now the regular starters come in for Sun Prairie West. Gus Swingen, Isaac Asaba, Parker Mosley, Abrima Sanyang, DeVale Washington, and then quickly in off the bench was number 33, Josh Nielsen. also checking in for West. He has now checked out. The usual starters are in. Van Wee hits both free throws at the line, and with 15:40 to play in the first half, it's 5-4 Sun Prairie West. So now more of the usual cast of characters. Mike Williams, right side. Chris Davis Jr. lets it fly, no good, and tapped out of bounds to Sun Prairie East. Something tells me that won't be the last time we say that tonight, Dennis. Chris Davis Jr., 41 a game.
Didn't take long, 16 seconds in the game, he gets his first shot.
Right side to the corner, open three, goes off the side of the backboard. It was partially deflected, I think, but it ends up still in the hands of Sun Prairie East. Turnaround jumper at the free throw line is no good. And here comes West. Davis driving right side, lowers the shoulder. Nothing doing, loose ball. Davis fights for it. In the scrum, he still has it. Kick it over to the corner. Open three, no good. Here comes East the other way. Out in front is Fry. Bounce it to the corner for Lithjohn. Needs to feed it for Fry, nearly lost it at the midcourt Wolf logo. 14:45 to go in the first half, 5-4. Sun Prairie West up by 1. Turnaround jumper is too strong. That was an off-balance, low percentage shot. And here comes Sun Prairie West the other direction. Chris Davis. Trying to make the defenders shake. He's going to need help. It's not just the Chris Davis show here for Sun Prairie West. They are a good scoring team all around, but a mistake here is it's thrown all the way into the backcourt. Isaac Asaba, the senior, lost control and was not on the same page as one of his teammates. A little bit of a slow start here for both sides, Dennis.
Yeah.
14:09 to go in the first half, and it's 5-4. East with it now underneath its own basket. Let's see if they can capitalize and get their first lead of the early stages of this game. On the right side, Fry now open at the top of the key. Van Wee knocks it down. He has all the points so far for Sun Prairie East. Van Wee 7, West 5.
Yes.
With 13:50 to play in the first half. Chris Davis floats it across court. He makes it look so easy.
It looks like Raymer is the one who's starting out on Davis, man.
Davis scored 25 when these two teams first met a few weeks ago. Here he is down on the block. Again, a contested shot, no good. And here comes Sun Prairie East. Chance to extend the 2-point lead. Pass into the paint a little off guard, but it ends up with the Cardinals, and a three is good for number 3. Max Raymer, the junior, knocks it down. First player not named Gavin Van Wee to get points in the box score tonight. And Sun Prairie East is doubling up West 10-5. 5 minutes in, and all the way to the bucket, Mike Williams goes up and good. 10-7 now.
Another senior working all the seniors in. Rhodes, Williams, Ackley coming off the bench here.
Pull-up three is good for Max Glusick, and now everybody's starting to heat up for Sun Prairie East. Making the short 10-minute drive across town for this game here tonight. It's 13-7, the Cardinals in front.
As I said, one of the keys, fourth starters shooting 38% three-point range. They've already got 3 here in just over 5 minutes.
Davis knocks down a three, his first points of the night. Chris Davis Jr., averaging 41 a game. He shoots 44% from beyond the arc. Van Wee gets 2 more. Or correction, 3 more. He knocked it down from beyond the arc. 16-10. And now a rebound. Raymer gets the defender in the air, now had it stripped from behind. Oh, it's preserved along the baseline. Van Wee again. See if he's feeling a heat check. Gets it back, pump fake. Creates some separation for Raymer. Can't knock down the 3. Rebound West. Push it in front with the baseball pass, and contact is drawn, sending Mike Williams to the free throw line with 11:40 to go in the first half.
It was only fitting that rebound was ripped down by the quarterback of the football team, and he threw it full court. That's the kind of guy you want out there when you want to get a fast break started. That was a nice pass.
Both of these teams started the season strong, and they certainly want to finish it the same way. Sun Prairie West began the year 6-0, while Sun Prairie East began the season 6-1 before hitting a tough stretch where they lost 4 of 5 around the turn of the new year. Three fouls in the game so far, all on Sun Prairie West. Williams sets and fire. Correction, we just had one on Sun Prairie East. Scoreboard just hadn't updated it yet. Both free throws no good for Williams, so it remains a 6-point advantage for Sun Prairie East with 11:30 to go in the first half. The Cardinals will host Janesville Craig in a regional semifinal next Friday night across town at Sun Prairie East High School. West will be here as the number 3 seed hosting the 14 seed Badgers in the regional semifinal. 3-point shot, good for Davis. You know he can do it. Just like that, cuts the lead in half, 16-13. And now Williams gets a hand in the way, takes it the other way, and lays it in, good for 2.
Instant offense off the bench, 4 points so far.
Left side of the floor as West applies some full court pressure to try and disrupt East. It worked on the first trip down. Now an open 3 is no good for Fry, but an offensive board keeps it with Sun Prairie East. Tristan Fry working one-on-one against Davis. Gives it up and it swings right side. And again, West swarms. Davis takes it and it's showtime!
Baby. Wow.
Chris Davis Jr., he can do it beyond the arc and he can take it to the bucket. Slams it home and a timeout after a 7-0 run. Sun Prairie West is back in front. Right in front of us, Dennis Semrau.
You saw the steal coming, you knew it was lighting it up. One-handed slam. And wow, just like that, down 6, up 1.
17-16 is the score. So we're approaching the midway point of the first half already here as time continues to run, Dennis. It was a little bit of a slow start for Sun Prairie West, but now they're on a 7-0 run. What is Coach Steve Messelter telling the Cardinals in that huddle right now?
Okay, just be patient, play your game, and take care of the basketball. Again, the first time around, it's 17 turnovers, and they just, Sun Prairie West just got 4 points off of 2 turnovers. Williams with a fast break layup, and Davis with a dunk.
Left side, bucket, just like that. Curtis Johnson, first points of the night to help Sun Prairie East get back out in front by 1.
Just their second 2-point basket here, too.
9:45 to go in the first half. Davis is fouled by Raymer. Dennis, when you look at Sun Prairie West, you saw them against Verona a few weeks back. We know that they're the champions of the Big 8 in the regular season. They're a 3 seed in the Division I bracket next week. What do you think of their chances to make a run and potentially make the short trip to the Kohl Center in the state tournament?
Well, the question is going to be defense. They've put a lot of points up, but you're going to have to tighten things up a little bit. Another 3-pointer here for Davis. But anytime you got a score like that, he can just turn games around.
The Chris Davis tracker at 11 so far in this game. We're not even halfway through in the opening half. 20-18, Sun Prairie West up by 2.
And the guy that lit it up the last time we saw him play against Verona was Haney. He hasn't scored yet. Wait till he gets rolling.
And Haney just picked up his first foul for Sun Prairie West, wearing number 11 in those home white uniforms. Cardinals inbounding, comes in, tapped around. West is pesky defensively. They get their hands involved. Davis, pull up 3, no good, and off the shot clock. Out of bounds to Sun Prairie East. They have the shot clocks implemented here, Dennis. I see. Well, not implemented. They have them installed, I should say. Not implemented. What do you think? At some point, we're going to get that?
Yeah, it's going to be a while, but I'm talking to a friend of mine the other day. I'd rather see 8 teams in Division I at state before we get the shot clock.
Maybe you'll get both of your wishes at some point. Travel called on Sun Prairie East, so that'll turn it back over to the Wolves.
Another turnover. Wasted possessions.
7 seconds away from the midpoint of the first half. 9:07 to go in the opening period. 20-18. Sun Prairie West at home leads Sun Prairie East. We thank you for joining us tonight here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Chris Davis Jr. Shot no good. Offensive board no. Third chance no. Tapped around, and East has it. A strong rebound for Sam Ostrenga, who's not afraid to lower a shoulder. Tough football players will do that.
North Dakota recruit and a former UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Davis comes away with it, but it's stolen away by Ostrenga, going the other direction. Coast to coast, Sam Ostrenga ties the game. 8:20 to go in the first half. 20 apiece, East and West, in the Battle of Sun Prairie.
Ostrenga's had a pretty good career here. Won a state baseball title, football, and basketball.
Tavian Crawford, first points of the night for Sun Prairie West as he knocks down 2. 22-20, the Wolves back in front. Separation one-on-one, Van Wee in the paint, had it stolen away by Davis, who fell out on the baseline before he could try and preserve it off balance. So it stays with Sun Prairie East, but a good defensive play by Chris Davis Jr.
Use those hands.
Inbound pass comes in. Fry is open for 3, too strong. And a rebound to Sun Prairie West. 7:45 to go in the first half. Wolves up by 2. Left side of the floor. Crawford kicks to the corner. Haney, no good. Rebound on the run comes the other way for Johnson, who wants to take it himself. Has to adjust midair and was off balance, couldn't get it, and now a whistle turns it back over to Sun Prairie West. That was going to be tough for Johnson in a 1-on-3 situation on the other end of the floor.
With the rebound, trying to take it all himself. Probably should have dished that one off.
Penultimate game of the boys basketball regular season here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Don't miss Alex Strofe and the Dean Dennis Semrau Thursday night, both on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and on 100.5 ESPN over the air. Madison East and Middleton to close out our regular season. Back to Middleton. I get a home game tonight. Dennis, you get a home game on Thursday.
You bet.
Only fair. Second chance opportunity down low on the left block, and Casey Wambach is able to put it in to extend the West lead to 4. 7 minutes now to play in the first half. Tight game as expected between these crosstown rivals. Glusick needs some help. He gets it from Ostrenga. Now Van Wee trying to drive baseline, ran out of real estate, but is able to preserve it in the corner, and East needs to reset. Here's Lithjohn, who's been quiet thus far. Lithjohn led Sun Prairie East with 25 points when these two teams met back on February 6th. Yet to score this evening, and now Raymer lost it. Here comes West out in front. Layup contested, no good. Put back, no. Another chance on the boards, no. Jeez. Are you kidding me? A fourth chance, and yes, this time it goes. Tavian Crawford, where's the rebounding for Sun Prairie East?
Incredibly crashing the boards. That was the problem the first time around when they East got a rebounded by 12.
You mentioned it in the Canopy Wealth Management game plan before we started tonight, Dennis. Rebounding would be critical if the Cardinals wanted to come away with a road upset.
The Wolves just smell blood. They love to score, and they get the ball inside. It's going in somehow, one way or another.
6:01 to play here in the first half, 26-20.
And that was basically Wambach and Crawford trading shots.
It just alternated. It's one of the stranger sequences we've seen in a while. There's a nice sequence, though, as Javion Lithjohn gets his first points of the night. Much needed for the Cardinals, back within 4. 26-22, 5:45 to play first half. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Three-point shot is good. And of course it's Chris Davis Jr. knocking it down from beyond the arc. his 4th made 3 of the evening. He has 14 points. 29-22, under 5.5 to go in the first half. Retaliation 3 is good. Max Glusick. He's made 2 threes of his own here this evening. 4-point game. Davis to the bucket. He lulls you to sleep because you think he's going to pull up from beyond the arc with how good he is and how consistently he does it. When he gets you in the air, he's got an easy trip to the hoop.
Yeah, he scores at all 3 levels. He's not afraid to shoot either.
Van Wee, no. Tap back stays with Ostrenga and Sun Prairie East. Lithjohn in the corner and a kicked ball with 4:52 to go in the first half. So, Dennis, when we look at the Big 8 conference this year, Sun Prairie West, the champions. First time they've won a conference championship in boys basketball. East is right in that 2 spot, but it's a pretty solid conference, especially those top 4 or 5 positions.
Well, you look at East last year. They almost turned it around. They were 8-18. Now, right now, they're 15-8.
A great bounce-back season for the Cardinals in the 2nd season for head coach Steve Messelter and the 2nd season that this school has existed. Here comes Davis. Puts it in again. Collides with a teammate in the conclusion of the play, but still a beautiful play by Davis, getting the defender to blow right past him.
18 points now. He's doing it from all over.
33-25 with 4:23 to go.
We got a foul.
East will shoot 2 free throws. Lithjohn to the line. Mike Williams picks up the foul for Sun Prairie West. Mentioned Sam Ostrenga, the football player for Sun Prairie East. Dennis, he is not alone on this boys basketball roster. You have Ostrenga, who's going to be playing at North Dakota, and then Drew Kavanaugh and Luke Dam, who's inactive tonight. Both going to be teammates at UW Eau Claire from the East Cardinal football program.
Keeping the careers going.
Second free throw good for Lithjohn. He was fouled on a 3-point attempt, so he'll get a second here. Or excuse me, a third after making the first 2. I have yet to give you, Dennis, the magic number for tonight's game. You know we love it here on PrepMania. Has not missed since the Division III Boys Basketball State Championship in 2017. 98% success rate. Team that scores this number.
So are you waiting till halftime to give it to me?
I'm giving it to you right now. I got it written right here. 79. 79 is the magic number tonight. First team to 79. 98% chance to win based on the formula taught to me by Bradley Braves, longtime men's basketball announcer Dave Snell. Mike Williams fighting down low for Sun Prairie West, was able to get it back and lay it in with the left hand. There is a lot of intensity taking place in front of us.
They are letting them play tonight. I love it.
I see what everybody was saying when this one's a little bit more of a rivalry than the girls' version of the game a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
These two teams want to defeat each other badly. And Van Wee is front and center on that. Gavin Van Wee with another made 3, his 3rd of the evening. Cuts the West lead down to 4, 35-31 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. If you were looking for a little playoff postseason primer, you're in the right place. And these two teams know that they will likely, if the bracket plays out as chalk would suggest, meet in the regional final next week right here in this building. We'll talk more about that in a minute here, Dennis, as East comes up their end of the floor with a chance to cut it to a 1-score game. Raymer deflected off the glass, and yes, they're going to call a goaltend, give it 2 for Max Raymer. His stat line now with 5 points. So, Dennis, these two teams, knowing that they very likely will meet next Saturday in a regional final for a chance to play in a sectional and ultimately a chance to potentially make a run to state, how much do you give away tonight? Do you empty out the strategy and say, let's just go get them the way we know we want to go get them, or do you save anything?
You'll save a couple of plays. You'll save some specials that you're going to, every game you get something you pull out of your hat. These guys know each other so well, having grown up together, that there's no surprises.
Sun Prairie East within 2. West trying to extend the lead. Driving downhill, kick it to the left corner. Three-point shot, no, but a putback is up and good for Ian Ackley, the senior, for Sun Prairie West. First time we're calling the outstanding football player's name tonight. Going to be playing at Minnesota Duluth next year, Ian Ackley. Two-way player on the football team. Linebacker and a tight end, and he was so good all season long. Under 2 minutes to go after the bucket for Sun Prairie East. It's a 2-point game, 37-35. Chris Davis.
A double dribble.
Double dribble. Official was right there to call it. Minute 48 to go until the break, and now the Cardinals. We talk about it in football all the time, Dennis, about the final couple of minutes before the half and then coming out of the half. I think same logic applies here right now for this basketball game. Sun Prairie
West, they made a nice little run there, got about a 6-point lead, and East is coming back and hopefully going
East carrying momentum. Yeah, Davis tried to draw it. It didn't work, and Van Wee took advantage, going to the bucket to tie the game. Gavin Van Wee leading all scorers for Sun Prairie East. Tied at 37, but a quick bucket the other way for Tyler Haney. First points of the evening for the junior guard in the home whites. 39-37, West up by 2 with 75 seconds and counting on the clock here in the first half.
Whoa.
Three-point shot airballed by Johnson. Here comes West. Downhill, Crawford off the glass, no good. Rebound, Sun Prairie East. Cardinals with a chance to tie or take the lead with 1 minute to go. Driving inside, Lithjohn had it stripped away. East maintains it. Three-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Tap back for three.
Yes.
Van Wee gives Sun Prairie East the lead. 40-39. 40 seconds to go until the half. And we'll see if Sun Prairie West, now they're going to shoot right away. Davis, no good. Rebound comes away to Fry and Sun Prairie East. Will they try and hold for the final possession of this half? Leading by 1 on the road. 20 seconds to go until the break. Fry for Lithjohn, who dribbles out near the logo with 15.
They will hold it, yeah. Toughest thing to do for a team that loves to push it is to get them to slow down. They should have helped for that last shot on the other end.
5 seconds. Johnson drives baseline and is fouled going to the hoop with 2.8 to go. 2 free throws upcoming for Curtis Johnson and Sun Prairie East. That's a good look. They got an opening for Johnson on the baseline. Nice play design. So Johnson will shoot free throws. He'll shoot 2. It was a shooting foul. Foul was called on Wambach, his second for Sun Prairie West. Johnson misses the first free throw. And whether he makes or misses this, 3 seconds is enough time for Chris Davis to get a decent look if he ends up with the basketball. Curious to see how West handles this. Johnson's second attempt, no good. Loose ball, East has it. Chance to make a shot at the buzzer is no good. And at the half, it's a 1-point game. What a fun first 18 minutes of basketball. Crosstown rivalry, second to last game of the regular season. And what a treat so far. Sun Prairie East 40, Sun Prairie West 39. Dennis Semrau will give you the first half stats, and we'll take a look at what the postseason prognostications are for each of these two teams coming up at the half. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here for the best Southwestern food in the Madison area. It's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at pasqualescantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big trailers, big opportunity.
Hi, Dave from Canopy Wealth Management here. Our team has years of experience, which has prepared us to guide you through your life transitions and help you achieve your financial goals with confidence. We're fiduciaries and will never back gimmicks or instruments that chase single-day returns or put your long-term goals at risk. At Canopy, care, confidence, clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Halftime at Sun Prairie West High School, where the Wolves trail on senior night 40-39 against their crosstown rival, the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Jesse Nelson, the Dean Dennis Semrau. Dennis, the stars are out on senior night. Chris Davis Jr., the junior, with 18 points. Gavin Van Wee, the senior for Sun Prairie East, with 18 points. Those your leading scorers at the break.
Yeah, both of them have 4 threes. Van Wee's got a couple of free throws, but we saw the monster one-handed dunk on the break. That's how it happens when you turn the ball over against Sun Prairie West. It's almost always a basket. The offensive rebounding was tremendous for the Wolves in the first half. Sun Prairie East should be up by 10. First time around, they were up by 15 in the second half, and West just kept storming and coming back. They attacked the rim so well. You've got to score a guy that none of these guys are afraid to shoot. You look at Wambach, Davis, Haney, Williams off the bench, giving them 6 points. Usually it's Williams and Trey Crawford-Allen are the two guys. They normally go about 7 deep. Tonight we saw all the seniors getting a chance to play, which is pretty cool. And they come out, Mosley gets a 3, and Sanyang gets a 2. They're never going to forget it. They gave them an early lead, but then East coming back. First chance I've had to see the Cardinals this year. Last year when these schools split, Sun Prairie East had only 1 player with varsity experience back. That's why they lost 10 of their first 11 games. It took a while to get some chemistry going. But now, and they've got a lot of juniors. I mean, I like Van Wee is a senior, but Glusick and Raymer are juniors, and Fry is a junior. So, and Coach Stelter has been around. He was at East 4 years. He coached girls at Poinette for a year. He was a JV, a varsity assistant at Sun Prairie. Now he's got his own gig, and he's a math teacher in 8th grade. So he gets all these guys before they come to high school. Make sure they get their grades up when they get in. But Captain Steve, it's a good gig for him. I'm happy for him. He's a Sun Prairie guy. He played here. He played for the Cardinals. So, and then on the other side, Isaac Dennis stepping in when Chris Davis Sr. was let go during the season. He's done a really good job. I mean, he looks as young as his players, but the guy's pretty intelligent. Enjoyed talking basketball with him. He's seen a lot of good players around the state. We even talked about who Mr. Basketball should be. And we have our opinions and we agree on it. So
don't spoil it for the rest of us.
No, we got 6 really good candidates. That's going to be unveiled after sectionals.
We'll see if the math teacher, Coach Masselter for Sun Prairie East, is able to draw up the right formula to hold on to this 1-point advantage as we get set for the second half. Coming up here in a few minutes, 40-39 is the score. Dennis, talk about the playoff potential for both of these squads. The seeding is always a little bit suspect when it comes to the WIAA the last couple of years with the boys basketball brackets and the formulas that go into play. Sometimes teams may not be properly reflected with the seeding which they receive. These teams feel about right where they should be. Sun Prairie East might be a bit underseeded, but what do you think of the potential for these teams to make a potential run to the Kohl Center?
Yeah, one surprise is I thought Sun Prairie East or Sun Prairie West deserved the 2 seed over Wanakee. I've seen Wanakee play, and I think West is a little bit better step up. But actually, Sun Prairie West, when I talked to Coach Dennis, he said, actually, I like our bracket, our part of it better than what Wanakee got. So he said we just play with whoever's in front of us. So you could end up with a Sun Prairie East-West matchup. Then they could end up getting Wanakee in the semifinals. On the other side, you got the number 1 seed is Kettle Moraine, who's been highly ranked all year long. And number 4 seed, Muskego.
Let's go Warriors, my alma mater.
Yeah,
my alma mater we're shouting out there. I got my hometown school district here with Sun Prairie West.
And Muskego girls are having a good season too. They're high ranked.
What can I say, Dennis? We're good at everything down there in the old Warrior country. We're excited to see what this game has in store, though, in the second half, because there is a lot to play for here tonight. Rivalry night, senior night for Sun Prairie West. The Cardinals on the road trying to spoil the fun and really set up some momentum heading into what could be a regional final matchup in the Division I regionals next week.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe that this is where we're at here at this stage of the season.
It'll be right back here. It'll be a tough ticket, I'll tell you.
Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West. A 1-point advantage for the Cardinals. Back for the second half in 2 minutes on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
UW Credit Union presents the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, this is Dennis Semrau from Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania here on 100.5 ESPN. We're very excited to partner with UW Credit Union to help bring you even closer to the stories of great young student athletes. Each week, as part of this season of PrepMania, will feature the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. UW Credit Union is proud to support local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. And just like the fantastic student athletes we'll be telling you about all season, UW Credit Union's online banking also goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. UW Credit Union is here for you, presenting the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Working at a company that truly cares and invests in their employees should never be taken for granted. Work, learn, and earn at the Weld School at Stoughton Trailers. The program includes 1 week of paid training starting at $18 per hour and features small class sizes designed for individual attention. No prior experience is needed because teaching their employees is all part of the Stoughton Trailers way. Graduate into a full-time position in Stoughton or Evansville. Apply today at stojobs.com. That's stojobs.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West, the penultimate game of the boys basketball regular season at Sun Prairie West High School. A 1-point advantage for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals on the road. 18 points apiece for Chris Davis Jr. of West and for Gavin Van Wee of East. should be in store for a thrilling final 18 minutes of this contest here tonight.
One more reason to come back here for the regional final. They have Chick-fil-A and pizza at the concession stand.
Not a bad gig if you can get it.
Can't go wrong.
And leave it up to Dennis Semrau to chime in on the concession situation, no matter where we are.
He's got it right there. That's part of it.
That's why you're the dean. A full curriculum for you, sir. Second half underway. Sun Prairie East working left to right in the road. Black uniforms as you see it with us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Van Wee's first shot no good. Here comes West. Right side of the floor, driving inside. Ackley lost control, got it back and put it in for two. Ian Ackley on senior night gives the Wolves a 1-point advantage. He has 4 points.
Got the rebound on the other end and put it in on the offensive end.
Glusick at the top of the key now for Sun Prairie East. All the way into the corner for Tristan Fry. These teams definitely play with the pace of some of the great teams that we've seen across the state so far this season. Wisconsin Lutheran, Pewaukee. Not saying overall the talent is exactly the same, but they play with that intensity and that speed as Van Wee drills it from downtown to give Sun Prairie East a 2-point lead. That's what makes me believe, Dennis, that both of these teams could contend with some of the big dogs.
They're both shooting just under 40% from three-point range. They attack the rim and the glass. They can shoot it.
Davis launches a three, falling to the floor trying to draw contact. They don't call it, but Davis knocks down his 5th three of the night. 21 points for both Van Wee and Davis. Sun Prairie West with a 1-point lead. Van Wee gets his own board. Second chance, no. And he lowers his head in frustration as it comes the other way for Sun Prairie West.
And he cleaned the glass on that one.
Minute 15
get unloaded.
Into the second half. 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Board for Ackley and a putback with the left hand. Ian Ackley had 2 points in the first half. He has 4 here in the second half. And we're just 2 minutes in. 46-43, Sun Prairie West up by 3.
2 buckets in the offensive glass.
Glusick now trying to drive inside on Davis. Ran into a double team and it's taken away by Sun Prairie West. Crawford gets it out in front for Williams. Shot no good. Davis gets it and an easy put in. Timeout Sun Prairie East. Coach Messelter wants to talk things over right away, saying this is not how he drew up the first couple of minutes out of the locker room. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 15:38 to go in the game. 48-43. Sun Prairie West leads Sun Prairie East on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
15:38 to go in the game. 48-43. Sun Prairie West leads Sun Prairie East. Dennis, what's Coach Messelter telling his squad as they huddled up there calling the timeout?
Hit the glass, boys. Hit the glass. There've been too many internal shots here. Got to keep Davis off the boards, and Ackley right now. He's killing them.
How do you do that when the other team is just so physical and has the size advantage?
Just trying to beat them to the spot and just make sure you block out, do the best you can. But sometimes that's not good enough.
Raymer inside, no good. Loose ball tapped around into the hands of Williams out in the front court. Lost control. Haney now collects. Nearly stripped away. Haney got it back again. Off balance. Shot no good. And a rebound. Sun Prairie East trailing by 5. Contact is drawn in the backcourt. Tristan Fry. And they're going to get Haney for the foul. That's a tough sequence for Haney. Unable to collect the basketball more than once and then called for the foul coming the other way.
Yeah, we only had 6 fouls on West and 3 on East in the first half. Pretty, like I said, they were letting them play.
Yeah, that doesn't mean there hasn't been any contact. It's just
that's right.
Hasn't been called as a foul to this point. Shot from the corner is good. Max Raymer, good from long distance, 48-46. 2-point game, West on top. Davis casually across the midcourt line. Pulls up for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Tapped around. Here's Van Wee in the front court trying to hurry. Raymer to tie the game is fouled by Davis from behind. He's upset with the call. Meanwhile, Raymer will shoot 2 free throws for a chance to tie the game. What'd you think, referee Dennis Semrau? Was there contact there, or you think he got it cleanly?
I think there's a little bit of contact there.
You want to watch it back and judge for yourself? Just tap on the left side of your phone. If you're watching with us on YouTube, you've got a better view than we do to go back and check the instant replay. Raymer's first free throw is good. Max Raymer, second leading scorer for Sun Prairie East, averaging 18 a game, 7 rebounds, and he is an 81% free throw shooter on the season. Chance to tie the game, and he does. Tied at 48 with 14:30 to go in the game. Our pleasure to be courtside with you at Sun Prairie West High School tonight. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Hunter Vaughn, our video producer, on site with us, making sure you're able to experience this with us here this evening. Ackley, jumper, no. And a rebound East. They're on a 5-0 run since the timeout, and a chance for more. Layup with the right hand, Raymer puts it in. Sun Prairie East back up by 2. Davis quickly in transition, offensive foul. He lowered the shoulder, and contact was drawn down low. 13:58 to play, and now a timeout is called by Sun Prairie West. Isaac Dennis wants to talk to his team as East has suddenly gone on a 7-0 run. So, Dennis, I'm going to flip the script on you now. We talked about what Coach Misselter was saying in the last timeout. This time, Isaac Dennis called it. What's he telling his squad?
Get your butts back on defense. They just got beat that time. They're, again, tacking the rim. You got to be able to take a couple of charges in there. But right now, I mean, both these teams can shoot the lights out, free throw line, 3-point range. So you got to make them, get them away from their spots. But right now, Raymer and Van Wee and Lichon are basically getting whatever shot they want.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, an exciting week of basketball with you here. 4 games this week. This is the first of 4 in quite the marathon. So we've got this game tonight here, East and West in the Battle of Sun Prairie. The boys basketball regular season finale Thursday night on YouTube and 100.5 ESPN, Madison East at Middleton. We keep it in the Big 8. Then girls basketball playoffs begin on Friday and Saturday. Regionals, semifinal and final will be at Edgewood High School. Edgewood does not know who its opponent will be yet. Play-in games taking place tonight, or quarterfinals, whatever you prefer to call them. So the regional semifinals get started on Friday night. We'll be at Edgewood for that game. Should Edgewood win, they would host us as well on Saturday night for the regional final. 4 games over the span of the next 5 days here on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Can't wait to bring it with you. Hunter Vaughn, Alex Strofe, Dennis Semrau, Ryan Wollersheim, everyone that's part of our crew to bring it to you here on YouTube and on 100.5 ESPN. Out of the timeout, Gavin Wee puts it in for 2 using the glass, and Sun Prairie East has its largest lead in a while, up by 4. Meanwhile, wide open 3 is no good for Tavian Crawford, and now a whistle keeps things with Sun Prairie West with 13:25 to go.
The last one was pure want by Van Wee, offensive board, put back.
Davis, quick trigger, no good. Here come the Cardinals. Javion Lithjohn had 25 points when these two teams first met a couple of weeks ago. He has been quiet tonight, but there he hits home along too. 6-point lead for Sun Prairie East.
Nice pull-up jumper, found his spot again. They're getting their spots where they want to shoot.
It's an 11-0 run for the Cardinals. 3-point shot, Crawford, that'll stop the bleeding. And it's a 3-point game again, 54-51, East on top, but Crawford with a much-needed bucket. Van Wee response right in front of us, no good. Put back, no. Chance for a board again. Raymer held ball, and West gets it. They are fighting down low. This is an intense rivalry game here this evening.
Alternate possession right there, yeah. They just Prairie wanted it. Sun Prairie West seems to be getting more of the 50-50 balls here tonight. That was one of those.
And we appear to be at standing room only here at Sun Prairie West High School. Some fans that have still trickled in, standing near the exit doors. to watch the second half of this thrilling game. Three-point shot would have tied it for West. Instead, it comes the other way for the Cardinals. Raymer. Free throw line extended and using the glass. That's how you do it the old school way. Gavin Van Wee.
The bank is open.
25 for Van Wee, 56-51, Cardinals by 5. Under 12 minutes to go. Ackley's been good in this second half. Pulls up, no good. Rebound for Drew Kavanaugh, the quarterback for Sun Prairie East. Getting a little PT here in the second half. Quick three, Raymer, no good. Preserve, trying to throw it off the defender. It's held by East, and a quick two for Raymer. Wasn't good from beyond the arc. They got a break, and Raymer capitalized. A 7-point lead for the Cardinals on the road. 11:30 to play. Davis wants to take it to the window. No. Loose. Raymer behind the back. Gets it in front. Van Wee for three. No good. Too short. And a rebound to Crawford. Needs to find some help, and he's able to get it to Haney, who tiptoes right in front of the East bench. Tyler Haney all the way into the front court. Back for Ackley. Now left side, Crawford. Crawford trying to go to the glass. No, off balance. Here comes East, under 11 minutes to go. Lithjohn, yes. 60-51. Haney with a quick response. That time East forgot to get back on defense. We've seen that the other way for portions of the second half. Van Wee double team, picks up the dribble and gets some help. Into the corner, now here comes Glusick on the baseline, and he got it. Max Glusick with 8 points, first of the second half. 62-53, a 9-point lead for Sun Prairie East. A 19-5 run here in the second half. Three-point shot for Davis when they needed it most. His 6th made three of the night. And timeout West with 10-12 to go. We'll take a timeout with them because I need to catch my breath. 62-56, Sun Prairie East leads Sun Prairie West on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. In 10 second half, Sun Prairie East and Sun Prairie West. Inbound comes in for the Cardinals with full court pressure being applied by the Wolves. Into the front court it comes. Lithjohn near the timeline. Guarded by Mike Williams. Gets some help on the left side of the floor for Raymer. Under 10 minutes to play. Raymer driving inside, lost control. Cardinals keep it. Ostrenga is fouled on the loose ball. I think they're going to get Trey Crawford Allen. Nope, they're actually going to get Wambach.
And that's his third.
And that is his third foul. Fourth of the second half here for West.
None for East.
How has Sun Prairie East not been called for a foul?
East only made 3 fouls the whole game so far.
Unbelievable. Turnaround jumper, Raymer. He is feeling it here in the second half. Quick three, no good for Davis. Johnson controls the board for Sun Prairie East. 8-point advantage for the Cardinals. Quick three, Raymer halfway down, no good. Wambach the other way, now Davis. Davis soaring into the paint, draws contact. And he gets 2 free throws. First trip to the line tonight for Chris Davis Jr. He's a really good free throw shooter, 83% on the season. And that's the first foul of the second half on Sun Prairie East.
And only their 4th in the game.
First personal on Sam Ostrenga. Davis missed the first free throw. That's a sign that nothing's going right here for West all of a sudden.
26 for Davis, 25 for Van Wee, but lighting it up has been Raymer here in the second half. He's up to 18.
A 21-8, make it 21-9 run for Sun Prairie East to charge back in front. 7-point lead for the Cardinals with the basketball. Approaching the midway point of the second half. Johnson backs up beyond the three-point line. Picked up the dribble, that's dangerous. He gets it to Lithjohn. Trying to find the baseline, good defense by Williams, wouldn't let him have it. Lithjohn tries again. Another pickup of the dribble, that's dangerous, and it leads to a foul on West. The Wolves thought they had a breakaway opportunity, but contact was initiated, and they call that foul. We have crossed the midway point of the second half, 8:51 to go in the game, 64-57. The foul goes against Williams, it's his second.
I tell you, Lithjohn is really working it here at point guard for East.
A pretty quiet stat line overall for Lithjohn is 9 points after he had 25 in the first meeting, but he is doing a lot on every possession. So is Johnson as he goes inside, and Curtis Johnson gets his first points of the second half. 9-point lead for Sun Prairie East. The Cardinals are a 6 seed in the regional, in which Sun Prairie West is a 3 next week. Meanwhile, Davis draws contact and will go to the free throw line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. These two teams could meet in the regional final next Saturday night. We know the bracket, we know the Wolves have already been crowned Big 8 regular season boys basketball champions. But in front of a packed house at Sun Prairie West High School, this rivalry picking up its intensity here, getting into the later stages of the second half. You see a couple of substitutions checking in here for Sun Prairie East as Davis gets ready to attempt.
That's all Davis tonight. He's got 29. 6 for Williams and Ackley, the next leading scorers.
Chris Davis averages 41 points a game. There is 30 for this game. 8:19 to go. Sun Prairie East by 6. Magic number is 79. Keep that number in mind as we close in on it. 98% chance the team that scores that number first goes on to win. Number hasn't missed for me since 2017. I feel like it might be in jeopardy tonight, I got to admit. These teams can score in a hurry. Tristan
First
Fry.
team to 90 wins.
90, you're saying? You think we're going to get there? We're going to find out. Fry had it knocked into the backcourt. He's able to go back and get a correction. That's Van Wee. Van Wee shakes the defender. Gives it up for number 12.
Coming here yet.
Glusick. Glusick for Johnson. Johnson into the paint. Kick it out. Van Wee for 3.
Oh.
Had a good look. No good. Johnson gets the loose ball. Back outside for 3. Tristan Fry. First points of the night. 9-point lead for Sun Prairie East once again. Cardinals starting to look like they're in control here in the second half.
It's a 10 three-pointer tonight for the Cardinals.
Brady Rhodes was left wide open and well off the mark. Cardinals for a chance at a double-digit lead. Lithjohn knocks it home. 72-60. Sun Prairie East in front by 12. And a timeout with 7:18 to play. Everybody's doing it for the Cardinals.
East trying their best to ruin senior night for the Wolves tonight.
It's working.
Joanne now with Lithjohn now with 12 points. 3 in double figures here for East. Yeah, you look at what they've been able to do this year. Raymer had a career high 28. Van Wee had a career high 35. Fry's had a career high 29 a year ago. He's had his best this year is 20. And Lithjohn had 25 against West the first time around. Any of these guys can light it up.
You look at the last 5 games for Sun Prairie East, all decided by 4 points or fewer. They won against Verona. That's a tough game to win, 74-71 last Friday. They lost by 4 at Middleton. They won by 2 at Franklin, which is a good athletic school all across the board. They lost by 1 against La Follette. They lost by 3 to these West Wolves. Battle-tested is what you want to be when you get to the postseason. And Dennis, I think it's on full display here tonight. Sun Prairie East has been in these types of games.
They had a 15-point lead in the second half and lost it. They ended up losing by 3. You don't think they have forgotten that one. Got a little chip on their shoulder tonight. But they're just nailing the threes. The guys are feeling it.
So out of the timeout, let's see what the West Wolves have in store as we get into a critical juncture with 7:15 to go in the game. Left side of the floor. Now Davis in between a few defenders, kicks it over for Williams, who drives baseline. He gets the shot, and I thought Williams might have been fouled. They don't call it. It's a 10-point game, 7 minutes to play. Full court pressure applied by the Wolves. Picking up the dribble at midcourt is always dangerous, but East is able to get it out in front. Now Johnson to the bucket. No, it was contested. Davis pushes it in front, 2-on-1, and all the way to the glass. Haney lays it in. 8-point game, that's 4 unanswered, just like that out of the timeout for West. Sun Prairie East now into the front court, right side. Van Wee, 6:30 to play. Gavin Van Wee has been the leader tonight for the Cardinals. Leading scorer on the season, averaging 18 a game. Raymer's been right there with him here in the second half, though, also averaging 18 a game. They are a 1-2 punch that has its eyes set on making a deep run in the postseason. Fry all the way in. It did everything but finish, but he got the rebound and calls timeout. That's a heads-up play by Tristan Fry, knowing he was in trouble on the baseline. 6:05 to go, 30-second timeout. We will take it also. 72-64. Sun Prairie East leads Sun Prairie West on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. 72-64, Dennis. Sun Prairie East out in front. And, I mean, you look at the stars who've been putting up some huge numbers here tonight. Chris Davis with 30. Van Wees with 25. Raymer has a whole bunch of points, too. I mean, it's been a team effort for both squads on both ends of the floor, but the stars ultimately are the ones who are going to try and propel these teams on deep playoff runs.
Yeah, and this is a tournament-type game. Here we go, week before we actually started. You got to love that intensity on both ends. This is going to be a really good rivalry over the years. Just getting started.
We've said over the last couple of years, East and West here in Sun Prairie hasn't quite been a rivalry just yet, as the Wolves take it away on a turnover on the inbound pass, and Davis lays it in. He has 32. 72-66. It's a 6-point game with 5:50 to go. It hasn't been much of a rivalry so far in the young tenure for both of these schools, but it's getting there.
That's 6 straight points, 4 of them created off turnovers on layups. Every one has been a point in the paint. That's how you crawl back in.
Chris Davis is called for the foul. That is his third. Something to be mindful of. As we get into the latter stages, Haney went up and stole it. He got knocked to the floor. They don't call a foul, but now East gets it back. Fry intercepted it just beyond midcourt. Fry kicks it to the corner. Glusick goes down low for Van Wee. Van Wee double team, works his way through it and lays it up good for 2. 27 points for Gavin Van Wee.
Great post move, just backed him in and used the glass.
Left side, Haney kicks it wide open. 3 is down for Wambach. Wambach's first points of the second half. 5-point game. 74-69 with 5 minutes to go in regulation.
Ball security here for Sun Prairie East. Trying to spread the floor a little bit. Way too early to start taking the air out of the ball.
Lithjohn double teamed on the left block, and Davis, I think, is going to get out of there with it. Nope, loose still on the floor. They are letting them play. East ends up with it. It's still loose. Johnson now soars inside. Everybody's falling to the floor. Every fan in the building wanted the other team called for a foul on that sequence. Ultimately, West is called for a foul, sending Johnson to the line. They call it on Ian Ackley.
There's letting them play, and there's letting them play. That was a game in the shell. No autopsy, no foul.
That was unreal.
Oh, man.
I thought state wrestling was Thursday.
And of course, Ackley picks up the foul, the football player.
First free throw for Johnson is no good, probably because he has a bruise or two.
He missed a pair in the first half. Bonus now, this is a two-shot foul here, but they'll be shooting the rest of the way. Sun Prairie East might start thinking about getting a little aggressive, picking up fouls. They've got 4 fouls to give right now. You don't want to have to wait till the last minute to start fouling if you have to.
Johnson missed them both. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
0 for 4 at the line tonight. That could come back and haunt him.
74-69, Sun Prairie West looking to cut this to a one-score game. Williams hands off for Haney. Haney driving. Off balance, had it stripped away. Here comes Tristan Fry. Haney slow to get up in the backcourt. He gets back now, applying some pressure near the mid-court line. Van Wee.
Oh.
They're going to call this on Williams. They're going to say he wasn't set.
Yep. Pretty close to being an offensive foul, but he was not set.
Oh, no, they're actually going to call it on Haney.
Yep. His third.
I thought Williams was going to get called for it, and I think Williams was frustrated, saying, I think my feet were planted, but that makes more sense if they're going to call it on Haney, his third.
Yep,
1-and-1 for Gavin Van Wee at the free throw line. Van Wee is a good free throw shooter, 82% on the year. Four minutes and 3 seconds to play. We welcome all of you watching along with us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Maybe one of the best games in the area we've had this season.
Oh.
Van Wee good for both. 76-69.
I don't know about you, I might need to go take a nap after this one.
Most people would call that bedtime, Dennis. I know you're on a different schedule than the rest of us, especially this week. 7-point game, 4 minutes to play. Chris Davis averages 41 points a game. He's got 32 tonight, and he has the ball on the left side. Gets it back, Davis, quick fire. Oh, yes. 7th made 3 of the night for Chris Davis. 4-point game, 3:40 to play.
Just a sniper on that one. Just said, I'll make it, no problem.
Cardinals trying to preserve the lead, up by 4. Raymer, left side, into the paint, and he gets it. Raymer's been a machine in the second half. Davis looking to take this game into his hands, shakes the defender, pull up 3, got it again! Number 8 for Davis from beyond the arc tonight. 3:11 to go in the game, 78-75.
38 points now, 1 more 3, is that his average? Whoa.
Now, momentary stoppage while we get set here. East will inbound. Wolves applying full court pressure. 3:16 to go. This place is erupting on every play in a sellout gym at Sun Prairie West. Crosstown rivalry. Penultimate game of the regular season. How do you do on PrepMania? Lithjohn across midcourt, right side Fry. Fry had it tapped from behind and they call a foul. The West fans can't believe it. The East fans say thank you. And that sends the Cardinals to the line, and it's the 4th foul on Casey Wambach. 1-and-1. Tristan Fry, a 75% free throw shooter.
It's like if you're carrying the ball late in the game of football, you gotta have hands that protect the ball at all costs.
Fry missed it. Sun Prairie West can tie it with a 3. It's in the hands of the right guy to do it, Davis, and he's fouled. That's almost like what you would see in a final second type situation when you're trying to make a 3 to tie the game. East said, nope, not gonna happen. They foul Davis, and that's when you talk, Dennis, about getting more aggressive with all these fouls to give. Raymer could afford to do so there. He picks up his third. Inbound comes in for West, into the hands of Davis. Under 3 minutes to play. Davis for the tie.
Yes.
A fine 9 from beyond the arc for Chris Davis Jr.
3 straight.
Tied at 78, the magic number is 79.
Oh, no
loose
turnover.
ball, West has it.
Look out, baby.
Here comes Haney for the lead, and a foul. West up by 2 with a chance for more with 2:33 to go. The atmosphere in this building is absolutely incredible. Haney makes it a 3-point game, converting the old-fashioned 3-point play. Breaks the tie and gives the Wolves the lead. 2.5 to go. Van Wee for the tie. No. Rebound West. Mike Williams gets it to Davis. Davis slowly across midcourt with 2:15 to go.
15-4 run right now. Those 3 threes in a row for Davis, and he draws the foul.
Clock stops with 2:09 to play. Still a couple of fouls to give for Sun Prairie East. Lithjohn picks up the foul. That is his second. One more foul to give for Sun Prairie East. And now if you're West with no shot clock, you start to think maybe about how long do you try and preserve possession here. A full timeout is taken. We will take it as well with 2:09 to go. What a finish we have in store. 81-78. Sun Prairie West leads Sun Prairie East on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business, providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We welcome all of you watching along with us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. A fantastic finish in store from Sun Prairie West High School, where the Wolves have stormed back late after trailing by double digits. It was 72-60, Sun Prairie East in front. Since then, West has gone on a 21-6 run to take a 3-point lead with 2:09 to play.
And Davis, that is 3 threes in a row, his 9th. That's now a career high. He had 8 on February 2nd against Janesville Craig. He's having a hell of a month of February.
Inbound pass comes into Davis. Leading by 3, East has 1 foul to give. Davis gives it up for Haney. Right side, Tavian Crawford is fouled.
There's the foul.
And that's the last to give with exactly 2 minutes to go. Sun Prairie West on senior night here in the home gym, hoping to celebrate its Big 8 Conference regular season championship, which they clinched over the weekend. They would do so here with a win tonight. Inbound comes in. Davis to the hoop. Too easy. He's got 43. 83-78. Sun Prairie East now down 2 scores. It's crunch time for the Cardinals. Lithjohn driving. Now kicks left to the bucket. Lay it up, Raymer. Yes, sir. 3-point game. Wolves have it. 90 seconds to go. Into the front court. Williams for Davis. Dangerous, but Davis preserves it. Davis, right side. Off balance. Shot no good. Van Wee with the rebound, and Sun Prairie East can tie it with a 3. Fry thought about it in the right corner. Instead, now puts it on the floor. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. Van Wee on the block is fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Tavian Crawford couldn't get set.
Yeah, we're double bonus now.
73 seconds to play. 1:13 on the clock. Van Wee to the line where he's an 82% free throw shooter. He just made 2 on a previous trip. And he makes the front here. Sun Prairie East and Sun Prairie West.
31 now for Van Wee.
Have a night, Gavin Van Wee. Senior night for Sun Prairie West, but that Sun Prairie East senior trying to spoil the fun.
Both teams in the bonus. West will be shooting 1-on-1. East is shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Williams across midcourt, bounce pass down to the block, and a layup is good for Crawford. 3-point game, 1 minute to go. Across midcourt, Van Wee. Working left side, guarded tightly by Crawford. Van Wee tries to put it up, no good. Tapped around, West has it, 47 seconds. Haney into the front court, is fouled. 43.8 to go. Fry picks up the foul, his second. 1-and-1 for Haney. Tyler Haney, 70% free throw shooter on the season. Wolves trying to win on senior night. And it's a junior at the free throw line trying to put them in the driver's seat comfortably. Haney's front end is good.
He hits double figures now, 10 points.
86-82. This is a big one to try and make it a 5-point game. Missed it short. So East still in it with 41 seconds across midcourt. Raymer, how quick do they want to go here? Raymer step back, lost it. Oh, it's still in the hands of the Cardinals. How about a 3 for Lithjohn? Yes! 1-point game, 27 seconds. Davis has it in the backcourt, dangerously close to the end line before he is fouled by Van Wee with 22.9 to go. 86-85, and even if Davis makes both, Sun Prairie East could tie it. It is a 1-and-1 for Sun Prairie West and Chris Davis Jr. He's been so good from three-point territory tonight. Can he do it now at the free throw line? If he misses, the Cardinals could hold for the final shot for the win. He did miss, but the Wolves get the rebound. Haney brings it out top, 20 seconds to go. Keep away from the Cardinals, and Haney's fouled with 17.5 to go. Crashing the boards. Dennis Semrau, the Dean, you know your Canopy Wealth keys to victory if I've ever heard them.
Yeah, and I told you that Tyler Haney only had 2 points in the first half. He would be a difference maker here in the second. Got 8 points, made 1 or 2 free throws. Now he gets a big offensive rebound.
All right, what's the message in the huddle for here, Dennis? Let's first talk about Isaac Dennis. He knows that his team is going to be shooting free throws now. What's he telling the Wolves?
Oh, you do not need any jump shots. Do not even think about throwing up a 3 or a 2 or anything. Right now you want to play a little bit of keep away. If you can get an open layup, take it. But right now you're hoping to get to the free throw line.
And how about Steve Masselter talking to his team? He's in his second season as the head coach of Sun Prairie East. They've been in so many close games over the last 5, all decided by 4 points or fewer. What's he telling the squad right now?
Well, right now, try to pick your poison on who you want to foul there. Right now they can play some pretty good defense. You've got time. You get a stop and you can get a last possession, a last shot. Just don't gamble. Don't give them an open lane to the layup. You don't want any layups here, and don't let Davis open. If he gets open, I could see him popping a 3. He doesn't need to do it, and that would be the dagger.
Sun Prairie West is the champion of the Big 8 regular season. Sun Prairie East looks like they're going to finish in second place, most likely, in the conference. We know the seedings for next week's playoffs, and yet this game is as intense as any we've seen this year. Haney will do the inbounding for Sun Prairie West. 17.5 to go. Haney needs to get it in. It's tapped away, but into the hands of Wambach in the backcourt, who's fouled by Lithjohn. With 15.3, the Cardinals nearly got it.
And that's a guy you want to foul, 61% shooter at the line. You know, Haney's at 70%, Davis at 83. So pick your poison. They didn't hesitate fouling him.
9th foul on Sun Prairie East. All those fouls to give have come back to help them. So it's a 1-and-1 in a 1-point game for Casey Wambach, the junior. 15 seconds to go. Wambach front end, no good. Rebound, Sun Prairie East. Raymer has it. Down by 1. 10 seconds. Raymer and a timeout. Sun Prairie East with 8.9 to go and a chance to win it and spoil senior night for their crosstown rivals.
Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. I love it.
Oh, boy. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, we welcome all of you watching along on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Coach Semrau, if you're Coach Maselter for Sun Prairie East, this is your chance to win the game. What are you drawing up?
Both Raymer is an 81% free throw shooter and Van Wee an 82%. You know they're good from long range, but what happened to the Badgers at Iowa, right? Give up that layup inside 1.3. You want to drive and try to get a layup or at least draw a foul, and if you can make 2 free throws, you got the lead. I don't think you want to be popping any threes or long-range twos here. You want to take it right at them. And if they foul, if it's on the floor, it's an automatic 2 free throws.
How do you stay aggressive on defense if you're Sun Prairie West without getting caught for the foul?
They've been pretty quick with the hands. Know the tendencies. These guys know each other so well. They know which way they're going to go, what hand are they going to favor. Right now, their coach is probably picking out, going, he knows where they can maybe get a steal, and they're going to try to gamble and keep that lead.
Lithjohn to do the inbounding. Here we go. It's in for Raymer. 7 seconds. Raymer, left side, double teamed, lost it out of bounds. Off of West. Mike Williams went off of his foot with 4.1 to go. East basketball.
They got it in Raymer's hands inside. They want a shot. It was a quick double team.
4 seconds. Lithjohn inbounds. It's in for Fry. At the free throw line, he's fouled with 1.7 to go.
God.
It was helter-skelter on the inbound, and if West would have let it play out, I don't think Fry makes that jumper. But now he has a chance to tie it and win it. Shooting 2.
That was a great job of Fry to get his hands up in the air to try to draw the foul.
75% free throw shooter, Tristan Fry. Sun Prairie East is either going to go to overtime or win the game. Fry. Knocks it down.
Timeout.
1.7 to go. Wow. Senior night at Sun Prairie West, and it's a junior for Sun Prairie East who may have just won the game at the free throw line, Tristan Fry.
5 points and a big 3 in the second half. He gets to go to the line, there's ice in his veins. Those were not even close. There's nothing but net.
87-86, Sun Prairie East.
Now you can run the baseline, and you got a quarterback, Grady Rhodes. You're going to put him in on the baseline to have him throw full court, but you want to get the ball in Chris Davis's hands for that last shot.
Davis can make it from pretty much anywhere on the floor.
Crossing half court, crossing the wolf.
Let's see if one of the most prolific scorers in the state can win it at the buzzer on senior night. 87-86. The student sections, no matter who wins this game, are getting ready to spill out onto the floor.
Davis has got 43 points here on senior night. He's a junior. You're going to put it in the juniors' hands to win it for the seniors. And who's bringing the ball in? Yes, there it is. The quarterback, Rhodes. We'll see whether they've got 4 guys lined up at half court.
This is it, 1 point game.
It's got a screen for Davis.
Brady Rhodes can run the baseline, gets it in. Threw it too far for Davis, it's loose. It's over. Sun Prairie
Cardinals
East wins it. What a game. They storm the floor at Sun Prairie West High School. 87-86. Sun Prairie East beats Sun Prairie West. Is it playoff time or what?
I'll leave it to Tristan Fry coming in. 75% shooter from the free throw line, averaging 11 points a game, ends up with 5. The last 2 are the biggest ones, and he will never forget those the rest of his life. Beating the crosstown rival on senior night. Bragging rights now sets up a potential regional final game in this floor. Bet winner take all. The teams have split the season series. They each won on the other's court.
87-86 in what may be the game of the year in the basketball regular season.
Ruins the plans for the Wolves to cut the nets down and celebrate their conference championship, which they clinched last Friday. You're not going to do that in this gym now with all these fans for East. So, sorry, Wolves. They ruined the party.
We'll step
There's
aside.
always a spoiler at every party, isn't there?
There sure is. We'll collect ourselves, get our final thoughts. The Stoughton Trailers final haul. We've got some calculating to do with some of the point totals we saw here tonight. 87-86. Sun Prairie East comes on the road across town to beat their rivals, Sun Prairie West, on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
UW Credit Union presents the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, this is Dennis Semrau from Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania here on 100.5 ESPN. We're very excited to partner with UW Credit Union to help bring you even closer to the stories of great young student athletes. Each week, as part of this season of PrepMania, will feature the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. UW Credit Union is proud to support local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. And just like the fantastic student athletes we'll be telling you about all season, UW Credit Union's online banking also goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. UW Credit Union is here for you, presenting the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. We're an independent, fee-based firm specializing in customized investment management, tax-aware wealth planning, and personalized client service. We're a steward along your financial journey because you deserve more than a run-of-the-mill experience. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business, providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us tonight, along with video producer Hunter Vaughn at Sun Prairie West High School. What an incredible game, perhaps our best of the season. 87-86, Sun Prairie East comes back in the final moments with 1.7 left on the clock. Tristan Fry hits back-to-back free throws to tie and win the game for the Cardinals.
Incredible. It closed it out on a 5-0 run. They were down 86-82. And unfortunately, Tyler Haney was only able to make the first of a two-shot foul to give them that the lead at 86-82, Sun Prairie West, that is. And then the big three coming down here for with John. Just ice in his veins. But to get fouled and to get the free throws at the end. The opposing gym, senior night. I mean, no, he's hoping on his senior night it doesn't happen to him the other way. He's ruined somebody else's. But you always want to go in. It's your motivation. Need games like this for the tournament. They're going to, after trailing or leading by 15 the first time these teams played, and then blowing that lead, and then having another lead in this game and losing it again, that can kind of get in your mindset coming into playoffs. But now they're going to be able to go back and say, yeah, but remember that last game we came back and got it. We can do it again.
Now, upsets, not to say they never happen in the WIAA basketball postseason, but you rarely see an 11 over a 6 or a 14 over a 3. So if the bracket is to play out as chalk next week, these two teams, Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West, would meet right back here in this gym Saturday night in the regional final if they take care of business on Friday. If this is what this was, in what's essentially, I don't want to call it a meaningless game, but the conference regular season standings were decided. We know what the seeding is for the tournament. There was nothing left to play for with postseason ramifications. And this place was jam-packed to the top section, the top row of the bleachers, and it was as loud as any gym we've been in our years covering games together in the final moments.
This was the sectional final setting, and this is the kind of gym that can host a sectional final now at the new high school. It was everything was cracked up to be. We saw some great scoring. Chris Davis Jr., 43 points, just unconscious there in the second half. Ended up with 9 threes. His average was 41. His average goes up a little bit. Hard to believe. And then for Van Wee and Raymer came in tied at 17.5 points a game. 31 points for Gavin Van Wee, and for Max Raymer had 22. Well, Lichon with 15, but the biggest 5. Tristan Fry at 3, and then he had a bonus, and he missed the free throw the first time around. So maybe that can kind of play in your mind, but when you're shooting 80% for the year, forget it. That's just a blip on the screen, and he came out and drained the ball.
Dennis, I do want to share with you, all great streaks must come to an end. The magic number missed tonight.
Oh, no.
For the first time since the Division III boys basketball state championship game in 2017. The first team to 79 did not win tonight. West got there first, but ultimately it is Sun Prairie East that prevails.
And the Cardinals rock tonight. Coach Steve. Oh, he said he can't hear us there.
Oh, Coach, we'll get you situated here in just a moment. Get everything all taken care of. How you hearing us now, okay? No, okay, we'll get that situated here. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. We'll get Coach Misselter all situated, and then we'll catch up with him here on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania.
Everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania, Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, and it is our pleasure to be joined by the winning head coach of tonight's game. Sun Prairie East emerges victorious, 87-86 on the road over crosstown rival Sun Prairie West. Head coach Steve Misselter. Coach, congratulations. What a game.
Oh, it was awesome. Those games are gonna age me quickly. They get close like that. I thought we had them down 9 at one point, and then Chris makes a couple ridiculous threes, and they close the gap real quick, and we turn it over a couple times. They get a couple fast breaks, and man, they had me nervous, but we executed at the end. So
Tristan Fry, only 11 points a game coming in, nothing in the first half. It's a big three for you. Missed the front end of a bonus, but he comes back and nothing but ice on the line there.
That's what we just talked about, actually. Inside, we play free throw games every day, competitions, and Tristan can shoot free throws. So when he misses the front end of a one-on-one, that's a pretty rare occasion. So I just had a lot of confidence in him at the end. I think he stepped up and showed he had confidence as well in himself, and 2 huge free throws.
Coach, of course, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much, but we do know the potential for a 6-3 matchup in a regional final in this gym next Saturday. How much was that on your mind tonight as this game played out?
Not really. I think we try to think about one game at a time, and this we wanted to get this feeling of beating Sun Prairie West. Since we lost to them both times last year, they beat us in our gym by 3, and we just want. I think the confidence is great moving forward, but I don't think we were thinking about the playoffs yet. I think that's still a ways off for us. So.
Van Wee tonight, incredible. Your scores and just. We talked coming in that the offensive rebounding might come back to haunt you, and they were crushing you on the boards for a while. But you look at Lithjohn, Raymer, Van Wee, just would not be denied inside.
Yeah, that's Gavin. He made some big-time shots, and I thought he was really tough inside. He got rebounds when we needed them. And we expect that from him. He expects that from himself. He's making great decisions right now on our team, and that it's not a surprise for me to see him. We see him in practice every day making the same decisions. So when he makes good decisions, he's a pretty good player.
Last play, what was designed there with you got a break there on the fumble that wasn't able to quite come up, but looked like taking it inside. Was that Raymer trying to draw a foul?
Get Raymer on a handoff with Tristan Fry, make the defense make a decision, and Casey Wambach came up and denied him. So we didn't really know. We didn't really. They improvised and made a heck of a play. So worked out.
Sometimes improvisation works out best. Coach, you've now played 6 consecutive games decided by 4 points or less. What does that mean for the playoffs?
Well, I think it's great to be in those situations. It gets your playoff ready. This atmosphere with all these people, man, it's just awesome. I wish I just said to another coach a couple days ago, man, I wish we could get a 20-point win, but that's not happening right now. So.
Head coach Steve Misselter, Sun Prairie East, emerges victorious tonight, 87-86 on the road over crosstown rival Sun Prairie West. Coach, congratulations on the win. Don't celebrate too long. It's only a 10-minute ride home.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Coach Steve Misselter joining us here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Dennis and I will be back to wrap it up after this. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Working at a company that truly cares and invests in their employees should never be taken for granted. Work, learn, and earn at the Weld School at Stoughton Trailers. The program includes 1 week of paid training starting at $18 per hour and features small class sizes designed for individual attention. No prior experience is needed because teaching their employees is all part of the Stoughton Trailers way. Graduate into a full-time position in Stoughton or Evansville. Apply today at stojobs.com. That's stojobs.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Win.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as they are clearing out the gym here at Sun Prairie West High School. It was an amazing environment for a boys basketball game tonight as Sun Prairie East comes on the road to defeat Sun Prairie West by a final score of 87-86. 86. We're waiting to see if Gavin Van Wee is able to stop by from coming out of the Sun Prairie East locker room to catch up with us here in the postgame. So, Dennis, as we talk about that, let's talk once more about Chris Davis. I expect that we're going to see him again in a playoff game next week here on ESPN Madison and the YouTube channel. If we do not, and if this was one of our last chances to see him this season, what an incredible performance with 9 made threes to lead the Wolves. Sun Prairie West is a 3 seed in the postseason. Is Chris Davis good enough to potentially lead this team on a deep playoff run all the way to the Kohl Center?
Well, he's up to 1,588 points now with 43 tonight. I think so. You get a hot player down the stretch. And, again, they've got some really good players around him. Tyler Haney had a good second half with 8 points. Casey Wambach, known maybe a little more for his baseball ability, but he filled the lane pretty well tonight. You got Ackley with the boards. And then tonight the difference for them was Michael Williams came off the bench in the first half, got 6 points, gave him a little spurt. And defensively, these guys are all over you. They love to score, and they want to get in the transition game. So they do a lot of gambling, a lot of double teams on defense. And they come up with the steals, and they had a couple of steals that were pretty big, especially in the second half.
It was Sun Prairie East to emerge victorious, 87-86 the final score, and it is our pleasure to be joined by one of the outstanding players of this game, senior Gavin Van Wee of Sun Prairie East. Gavin, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
An incredible night for your squad, an incredible atmosphere in this crosstown rivalry. What did coming away with this win here tonight mean to you?
It meant a lot. I mean, coming down here 0-3 against them in a series, I mean, I feel like that, showed a lot. I mean, first time early in the year we were down. I mean, they came back and we just couldn't finish. I feel like finishing now is a big piece and going into playoffs for sure.
Oh, they got you on your court. Now you come back and ruin senior. Now you're a senior. You know what that means, right?
For sure. Yep.
When Tristan goes to the free throw line, he'd missed the front end of a bonus, but you're thinking nothing but net.
Yes. I had a lot of trust in him. I went up to him before he shot those free throws. I said, "You practice this. This is your shot," and he came in clutch. So.
You guys are an outstanding three-point shooting team, almost 40%, and at the free throw line. Last year you only had one player with varsity experience coming back. Took your lumps early. What's it feel now to almost totally reverse the record from a year ago?
It means so much. I mean, our guys fought through all last year, and I feel like coming back we had a chip on our shoulder. And just coming into this game, I feel like we knew we can beat this team, and we just got to all play together like we have been all season, which is basically why our records are flipped, because we played together.
We asked your coach about all the close games you've played here. 6 games in a row now decided by 4 points or fewer.
Yes.
What's the stretch of a couple of weeks been like for you?
It's been tough, but I know we got to keep our heads up going into playoffs because, it showed that we can, hang with all these teams, and we just got to finish. And
you look at that lineup, Haney, Wambach, Rhodes, those guys. You were playing with them a few years ago. That got to be pretty tough to go across them on the other side.
Yes, it is. It's tough. We had cracked some jokes during the game, but I feel like it's all tough, love at the end, and I feel like we just, playing hard against each other shows that. So.
Gavin, what's this rivalry like here, East-West? Because we've heard nothing except for the last couple of years. It's not really a rivalry. We're all tight with everybody over there. This felt like a rivalry tonight.
I think you can count as a rivalry now after that game, for sure.
Huge game. Sun Prairie East emerges victorious, 87-86 over Sun Prairie West. Gavin Van Wee, what does it mean now for Sun Prairie East heading into the playoffs next week?
It's a big lift for us in the playoffs, and I feel like now it shows that was one of the best teams in the state, so we can hang with anyone in this tournament.
We had you for 31 points tonight.
Yep.
Congratulations in the win.
Thank you.
Gavin Van Wee joining us on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Dennis and I will wrap it up right after this.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
All right, wrapping it up here at Sun Prairie West High School, where East comes across town and gets the win. Dennis Semrau, 87-86 over the West Wolves. It could be a regional final next week. I hope it's half as good as what we saw tonight.
I hope our tournament games are half as good as this. This was the setting, a perfect facility for a sectional final game. We had the atmosphere for it. Like you mentioned, Sun Prairie East has had 6 straight games coming right down to the wire. After losing that first time on their court, blowing a 15-point lead in the second half, had to be kind of thinking when West came storming back tonight, but they reached back and found something special. Sorry for the seniors for Sun Prairie West, but Coach Dennis, Isaac Dennis, kudos to him because he started 5 seniors, didn't have an impact on the game, 5 guys who had never started a game. They tried to really make this a special night for the seniors, and it came down to a junior, Tristan Fry, making 2 free throws to send him home unhappy.
1 game left in the regular season for these teams, 1 game left for our regular season on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Dennis and Alex Strofe will have the call Thursday night on 100.5 ESPN and right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Madison East at Middleton, boys basketball, and then a pair of girls regional games as the playoffs get underway on Friday at Edgewood High School. And then should Edgewood win, they would host the game on Saturday night. We would be there for that one as well. 4 games in 5 days. And it started with a heck of a treat here at Sun Prairie West.
Bring it on. Here we go.
Sun Prairie East wins it 87-86 on the road. Special thanks to our video producer, Hunter Vaughn, bringing it to you right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. For the Dean Dennis Semrau, I'm Jesse Nelson. What a game. Welcome to the playoffs. It's Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Have a great night, everybody.